Hello fellow cinephiles, Film Guru here. So I'm continuing on my reviews of the Child's Play films. So today I'm looking at Child's Play 3. This was directed by Jack Bender and once again written by Don Mancini. In this outing, it's been 8 years since the events of the second film. We now see Andy as a teenager who has been enrolled in military school. Play Pal's toy company decides to re-release its Good Guys line, feeling that after this time the bad publicity has died down. As they reuse old materials, the spirit of Charles Lee Ray once again comes to life. Andy is the only one who knows what Chucky is up to, and it's now up to him to put a stop to it. I thought this was an interesting idea. They took this in a different direction. They had Andy much older. It's not played by the original guy, again by Alex Garland. This time he's played by Justin Whalen, a young actor I'd seen in a variety of things. I thought it was an interesting way to do something different with the character. I thought they could have really brought back the same actor that they had previous, Alex, but I guess that they wanted to do something different. And I like that it's set at the military school, and that he's, since the events of the second film, and he's grown much older now, he's about 15, 16, he's really gone from foster care to foster care, and he's still haunted by Chucky ultimately. No one sort of believes him that Chucky ever was a killer doll. And I thought that was interesting that they continued that on, that they continued the arc of that particular character. I like how they bring Chucky back this time. It's the idea after he's been melted in the second one, that they accidentally drip blood into the vat where they make the particular dolls from, and ultimately he comes back to life. I thought they keep bringing back in interesting ways. And once again, this is just a fun and entertaining movie. There isn't a lot of depth to it, and it isn't a mind-blowing script, but it's just well put together, and I'm a big fan of it. And I think this is a great installment within the franchise. I like that it's sort of Andy looks at a bit of a love interest. I like the idea that because Chucky's remade, he can show himself to another child, and that child he can ultimately try and put his soul back into a body, into a human body. And I thought that was an interesting way to move away from the Andy sort of character and start afresh in a way with that and look at another character. And ultimately, like the other two films, people start to die, and ultimately Chucky tracks down Andy, and it's a cat and mouse game, and it sort of leads to a surprising and sort of full-on ending. There's a look at a bit of a love interest for Andy, and I like that as well. And the young girl in it is really smart and strong, and a really great strong female character. And this is a theme I've been noticing through these particular movies, especially the first three films, is there is always a strong female character in some way. In the first one it was Andy's mother, in the second one it was Charlie. It's sort of his surrogate, sort of big sister, mother type character. And in this one, it's sort of a love interest to the girl at the particular military school that gets in trouble a lot. And I like the fact that they keep having strong females to play against the male leads, and I really like that about these sort of films. And I think that's very clever and smart to be able to do that. And this was back when slasher films really had strong females at the center that had overcome something and to defeat the villain. And this is a great example of it once again, I think, in a lot of ways. I like that there's a particular scene within this film where they're doing this sort of training where there's a blue group and a red group, and they ultimately get paintball sort of guns, and it's about overcoming the other group and shooting them with this particular paint. But ultimately what Chucky does is he switches that out for live ammunition, and this makes it quite an exciting sort of film. I like this, he's surrounded by, grenades and guns and a variety of ways to do particular things, and I like that. And ultimately he gets to kill particular people in sort of gruesome ways. But this one guy has a heart attack, and he's so upset that he hasn't been able to kill this person that he happens to just have a heart attack. I like that they continue on, that no one believes Andy. No one believes him about these dolls. They think he's crazy, and there's no way a doll can come to life. And they once again see that this is possible and that this does happen. Andy seems such a much stronger character, much more capable. And the military school aspect really suits his character, especially how he's had to overcome Chucky in 2 other films and has learnt how to do it, how to be strong, how to take care of himself, how to fight against evil, I guess, in a way. And I like that too, this film. There's some small cameos of younger actors that appear in this, and ultimately it's a solid sort of sequel, I think, in this particular franchise. And I liked certain aspects to it. And like I said, you don't go into these movies thinking this is going to be the greatest film ever made. You go in there just for fun and entertainment. And Chucky is so funny and has some great one-liners. And they continue on the puppetry that they used in the previous 2 other films, where it's not digital. And I really love that and respect that they're able to do those sort of things. And I like that the company keeps trying to get these bloody dolls out and it keeps going wrong. And I kind of like that. I like the opening of it, like the previous film, the second one, where how they're rebuilding Chucky in the start of the second film. They do the similar thing here, where they sort of rebuild him and grow him, and it sort of shows that this factory has not been in use in a number of years because there's a lot of cobwebs, and they clean it up and they rebuild the Child's Play doll. And the first cab off the rank happens to be the real Charles Lee Ray Chucky character. And I liked that. I think it was inventive and interesting, the death scenes in it, and the camera work, and the use of POVs and a variety of other things to bring Chucky once again to life. I think Don Mancini has created a great franchise here, and he keeps adding more and more as the series goes on. I really like that. Final verdict. Look, if you're a fan of the Child's Play films, you'll really get a kick out of this one. I think they're fun and entertaining and a great ride, and Chucky's such a fantastic horror icon that I really love every aspect of him, and when he's on screen he really makes me. I'm going to give Child's Play 4 out of 5. I enjoyed my experience with it. It was fun and entertaining, and there's a lot to like about this. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please hit the subscribe down the bottom. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy the movies.